In this video, Brian Roland and I are going to cover how to build an impact plan for your business that will allow you to tie your entire ecosystem, employees, partners, suppliers, and everybody that works with you and around you in the business into a greater cause, do a greater good in the world, so you and everybody around you can feel more accomplished, have a greater impact in the world while you're growing your business.
Brilliant. In the last 2 years, I've been debriefing what got us to this point and what did we do that worked. And what came out of it was this 5-step impact plan. These 5 things that we did that fit on this 1-page piece of paper I put together called the impact plan. And the first thing we did is so simple and obvious that most people don't do it. I know so many generous entrepreneurs, but the reason that their impact is limited is because while they plan to give, they don't make a plan for giving. And without a plan, they don't have a story. And without a story, they don't have a narrative that they can communicate and share with others, which means they don't have people they can rally around what they're doing, which is why they can't build any momentum. And so for people that are very generous and giving a lot of money and just cutting a check at the end of the year to one thing or the other, or whatever moves them in the moment, that is fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to know you're leaving so much impact on the table, because if you focus those same resources towards a predefined initiative, you'd be able to rally folks around that and build on it year after year and turn it into so much more. And one of the most unexpected advantages of this social mission that I never expected was it became a competitive advantage in our space. We're communicating a powerful message that whether you're an employee at a Fortune 500 company or an orphan in the developing world, you're valuable, what you do matters, and you can make a difference. And so the template here is, what is your belief statement? What are you fighting for? Step 1, make it short. Ours was perks are about people. Then move in, and that's why. And then summarize your impact plan. That's why we sponsor children living in extreme poverty. And then drop in with this commitment, we're communicating a powerful message. And then you wrap it up with your why. Whether you're an employee at a Fortune 500 company, you're making a difference. What you do matters. So this is a great template. Now all of a sudden you have a formula that you can stick to. You've got a story that you can perpetually tell, and you can use it to motivate folks. The next step is really defining your controls and what obstacles are blocking you from being able to start giving right away. That's an important thing to figure out. Listen, you might have investors right now, and the investors are like, look, we love charity and we want to support the community, but we got a lot of money in this, or we would love for you to give from your own earnings, not from our earnings, but we have a commitment to hire these people or to get the product maturity to this level. When you make an impact plan from day one, you use the resources that you have. When you have a plan in place, you're not looking at what you're missing. And then this is built to scale too. If you're giving a percentage of your profit and you're not profitable yet, well, you still have an impact plan. You still have a social mission. You still have a goal, and you don't start giving until you become profitable. And so that's brilliant. It's these disciplines that it takes to get it going. Now, what gets really hard is when you don't do it and you plan to do it, and then you've built your business and it's going, and then you're looking at the chunk of money and you're like, what do we give? Well, that becomes a very arbitrary question. That one reason I really like the formula is because what we give is predefined. Nobody comes to me at the end of the year is like, well, how much do you want to give away? And I was like, well, man, I mean, there's tons of people that need so much. And so having a formula helps you avoid that, and it keeps you in a healthy state of mind too. Look, you might have blockers. It's like, before we can start giving away resources, we have to start achieving milestones. This is that piece that prevents everybody from starting. And what I'm saying here is like, that's fine. Like, define it, name it, and then start working to overcome it. So, Part of the story is once we hire these 3 roles, you get your investors to say, okay, we can start giving once we achieve this level of revenue success. Once we've built these product features, then we can activate the impact plan. So when can you activate your impact plan? Set it and then start talking about it. And that's a milestone on the horizon that you're pointing everybody toward achieving. And that's a part of the plan. You're accountable to whoever you decide to share it with. So that means if you share it with your employees and then you don't do it, well, that's a recipe for cultural disaster. So you really need to stick with it. If you share it openly with the world around you, you need to be ready to get called out. You got a year that's missing in the graph or something, like you're going to have to be a little accountable to that. And that's the healthy place to be. And that's okay. But being accountable is step 4. And then taking that accountability and wrapping it up and telling the story of your social mission is the next big deal.